What's up, Rotten? If you walk into an Apple store today looking for a laptop, you're going to run into 4 options almost immediately. The M5 MacBook Air, the M5 Pro MacBook Pro, the M5 Max MacBook Pro, and now the brand new MacBook Neo. That is 4 different machines with 4 different price tiers. And with all of the noise going on the internet about which one is worth it or more powerful, it's quite easy to get confused or even swayed in the wrong direction, possibly causing you to spend more money than you need to. Next thing you know, you'd be accidentally spending $3,000 just to edit Google Docs. Well, it's a good thing I'm here to break down what these machines actually are, what they cost, and who they're really for. All I ask in return is to double check if you're subscribed yet, because who else is going to break it down for you while looking this handsome? I'll wait. Keep in mind that Apple has done the unthinkable and doubled the base SSD storage of their entire MacBook lineup. Now, let's see what we're working with here. The MacBook Neo starts at $599 with the education discount slashing $100 off. It's sporting a 13-inch liquid retina display, A18 Pro chip, 8GB of RAM, 256GB of storage, or 512GB storage options, with the 512GB option being twice as fast and coming with Touch ID. It also comes with a 1080p camera, 2 USB-C ports, with the top one being the more powerful one, and fun color options. This is Apple's new affordable entry point, something they've never done before in their entire history. Very much priced in spec to compete with Chromebooks and low-cost Windows laptops. A real game changer. Then we have the M5 MacBook Air. With the 13-inch starting at $1099 and the 15-inch starting at $1299, it ships with 16GB of RAM and 512GB of base storage. Like the other M5 chips, it has updated CPU and GPU counts, improved SSD speeds, and Wi-Fi 7. Apple just gave its most popular MacBook an updated chip and higher base storage. Now the M5 Pro MacBook Pro, 14-inch starts at $2199 and the 16-inch starts at $2699 with 24GB of RAM and a terabyte of storage. It gets bigger CPU and GPU, higher memory ceilings and bandwidth than the Air, with Pro I/O and enhanced display options. The M5 Max MacBook Pro, 14-inch starts at $3599 and the 16-inch starts at $3899 with 32GB of RAM and 2 terabytes of storage. Fully maxed configurations can hit up to 7K easily. This is the super flagship portable workstation tier. And those are the options. Now this might be quite a controversial take, but out of these 4 options, only 2 of these would be relevant for 99.9% of people. And I'm going to explain which ones they are and why. But before we get into the hard truth, I just want to mention how I like the way Apple has introduced the option to customize exactly how we want our Mac configured, as opposed to what they have chosen to give us in the past. It feels like they're finally saying, fine, build it how you want. And honestly, that same energy is why I like this new direction from this video's sponsor, Setapp. Setapp has always been the one subscription, a ton of great Mac app service. Pay monthly to get access to a curated library of genuinely useful tools people actually use to work, utilities that clean up your workflow and automate the annoying stuff, all while helping you manage effectively. But now, Setapp has evolved into a full-on marketplace. That means your options have upgraded. You can still subscribe and unlock the entire catalog for one monthly price. Or if you're the kind of person who wants specific apps and nothing else, you can just buy those apps outright as a standalone product. Just pick what you need. And that's the part I respect, because sometimes you want the buffet and sometimes you just want the steak. Setapp removes the friction. One trusted place with clean licensing and automatic updates. It just works. If you're building out your Mac the way you want it, hardware, storage, RAM, you should probably think about your software the same way. Check out Setapp's new marketplace using the link below, and check out Setapp while using my code ROTTEN30 for a 30-day extended trial. Try the subscription or grab a standalone app and call it a day. Either way, you're in control. And shout out to Setapp for sponsoring this portion of the video. So out of these 4 options, the only 2 you should be looking at are the M5 Pro MacBook Pro and the MacBook Neo. I am confident that these 2 Macs would cover 99.9% of all users' workflows through and through. Let me explain. For the MacBook Neo, this is a no-brainer for the casuals. People who do office work, student work, and basic web browsing, including social media, and like watching YouTube and streaming services on their laptop. You cannot go wrong with this. Please don't succumb to the noise some people online are spewing about this thing. It is a powerful, more recording capable machine. You have to keep in mind that Apple is planning to support this thing for the next several years, so it has to be powerful enough for the inevitable power scale that the future brings as well. On paper, having 8GB of RAM is a problem, but we're not talking about just any PC here. It's a MacBook running Mac OS, and I speak from experience as I've been daily driving an M2 MacBook Pro for years, and that only has 8GB of RAM as well. I even made a video about this. MacBook Neo's single core performance isn't comparable to the M1 like we first thought. It's actually more comparable to an M3 or M4 chip. It's crazy. Being able to cover everything you need as a casual user and even the light work you can do creatively really says a lot. And this already covers most users right off the bat. Before, it was the MacBook Air that held that responsibility, but quite honestly, I don't see a place for it now that the Neo exists, especially with the price increase. Now for the creatives that do need that extra power. Look no further than the M5 Pro MacBook Pro. As you may or may not know, this year's MacBook Pros are allegedly the last MacBook Pros in this form factor, as the ones releasing next year will come with an OLED screen and touchscreen capabilities. As a parting gift, it seems Apple decided that this isn't just going to be another spec bump. The M5 Pro and M5 Max chips are built a little differently, introducing a new type of architecture altogether where two silicon dies are connected into a single system on a chip configuration. This new Fusion architecture houses the CPU, GPU, media engine, neural engine, unified memory controller, and Thunderbolt 5 capabilities all together. Both M5 Pro and Max chips feature a new 18-core CPU comprising of 12 all-new performance cores and 6 of a brand new type of core Apple calls super cores, getting rid of the old performance/efficiency core split. Apple's super cores are the fastest and most powerful CPU cores in these chips. Think of them as the sprinters of the processor. When your computer needs to do something heavy, these cores kick in to deliver the highest possible performance, handles the most demanding speed-critical tasks, while the rest of the CPU keeps everything else running smoothly in the background. Because of the fact that the M5 Pro and Max share the same number of cores, I figured that the M5 Pro would be the super powerful but cheaper and better choice here. It should be able to handle everything you throw at it just fine, including video editing, 3D work, etc. Not to mention, it's quite nice knowing that you'll have a terabyte of storage to work with no matter what. Now the M5 Max may be better, but it's also significantly more expensive. I personally don't see it as worth it when the M5 Pro is a beast within itself. So 0.1% of people that hyper-focus their Macs on local AI related tasks will probably get the most out of a beefed up M5 Max chip, but otherwise it's just overkill, and so is that price. The fact of the matter is, Apple has absolutely spoiled us with these machines. There has never been a more exciting time to get a Mac, no matter what budget you happen to have. I just hope that you got a little bit more insight into what you choose to get yourself. So what do you think about the new Mac? Do you agree or disagree with my picks? Let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to support this one-man team, check out my Patreon, where you get exclusive perks like getting access to videos early, getting your own Ryan avatar made, and more, along with my Ryan and Ryan Pro subscribers, Vasco, Francisco Beck, and Miss Game. Thank you all for the support, as it keeps me dropping videos consistently, and thank you, viewer, for watching. If you want to see more of me, you know what to do. Quite honestly, this has been the first time I've been really tempted to finally upgrade from my M1 Max. Do I get a Pro M5 computer now, or risk waiting for a computer I might not like a touchscreen MacBook? I don't know, guys. I don't think my iPad will ever look at me the same again.